Good afternoon, Mr. Leister, fellow classmates, and YouTube followers. Today I am going to give a persuasive speech, on abortion in the United States. Some of the institutions that help with performing abortions would be the Guttemacher Institute, the Center of Disease Control, and Planned Parenthood. In 2009, the highest abortion rates were in New York, Texas, and Florida, New York being the most with about 200,000 abortions. The fewest occurred in Wyoming, South Dakota, and North Dakota, Wyoming being the least, which were less than 20 abortions. Nearly half of the pregnancies among American women is unexpected, and 4 out of 10 of those pregnancies end up in abortion, which would make 22% U.S. pregnancies ending in abortion. In 2009, 85% of the abortions from American women were done by unmarried women. In 2009, 55.3% of abortions were performed on women who had not aborted in the past. 36.6% of abortions were performed on women with 1 or 2 prior abortions, and 8.1% of abortions were made by people that had 3 or more abortions. 33% of the abortions in the United States are made by women from the ages of 24 to 20. In 2009, adolescents under the age of 15 made up 0.05% of abortions in the United States. However, the abortion rates were the highest, being 785 abortions out of 1,000. When I was reading through the statistics, this one statistic that I found really shocked me, and it was that 33% of the women that have abortions consider themselves Protestants, and 28% identify themselves as Catholics. And here I am thinking, if you're a Christian and you claim to be a Christian, then how can you go through with killing God's creation? It really did not make sense to me, but it was very shocking. Many researchers say that if we keep on having the same amount of abortions as we're having now, then our rates will currently go up. We'll have nearly 1/3 of American women having abortions each year. Since we're talking about abortions, I think that we need to talk about the reasons why people are having abortions. On average, there are 3 reasons. The first reason, the main reason being, is that women don't want to have to give up school or jeopardize their career in having a baby. Another reason is that they can't afford a child at the moment. Maybe they're just out of high school or still in high school, and they're supported by their parents, so they know that they can't support a child at the moment. Another reason is that they don't want to be a single mom or a single parent. They're having problems with their boyfriend or their spouse or whoever the baby is, and they don't feel comfortable raising the child by themselves. Now that we've talked about why people have abortions and the statistics on abortions, I'm going to talk to you about what God says about abortions. I'm going to read to you from Deuteronomy 27:25. It says, "Cursed is the man who accepts a bribe to kill an innocent person." Then all people shall say, Amen. It said, "Cursed is the man who accepts bribe to kill an innocent person." The innocent person here being the baby that's inside the womb. It is a hard thing having a baby if you've been raped, or if you're so young. It's hard having a baby. But you also need to understand that God does everything for a reason. In Ecclesiastes 3:14, it talks about how everything that God makes is perfect. And in Genesis 1:26-28, it talks about how us people are made in the image of God. In Matthew, it talks in Matthew 7:12. It is the golden rule: treat unto others as you would have them treat you. Um, Killing a baby, even though it may not seem like you're killing them because they're not born yet, it still is a sin, and it violates the Ten Commandments. It's murder. In the Ten Commandments, in Exodus 20, it's one of the Ten Commandments it lists is thou shalt not murder. And abortion is murder. It is murdering God's creation, and it's sinning. Having faith in God and knowing that He's going to take care of you is the big thing that people really need to realize. And through abortion, in Numbers 35, it talks about how killing an innocent person, the consequences that come from that. I think the main thing is that God places great value on human life. However, abortion promotes the message that life is not valuable and that we can do whatever we want. God gave us life. He owns our life. Um, and we have no say over that. And that's why I think that abortion is wrong, and I hope that you think it too.